It's Tuesday, everyone. And you know what that means? It is time for another episode of the Get to Know Her show. Today is exciting, you guys. I have known these girls since 1999 when they first started their business. You're going to meet Robin and Ange today. They are both the owners of BBJ Merch. I have so much to share with you about them. Before we get started with the show, I want to send a big thank you to our sponsor, Brenda Bedome. And I have to share with Brenda that I was looking for kind of a retro look today, and I found this jacket. Again, it's over 10 years old and it looks amazing. And it's like very fine little houndstooth, which I love, and it's so comfy. And I've got to show you guys her pants today, okay? You're going to love these pants. Look at the waist on these. Isn't that nice? It's got like a nice thick band. We all need these pants. You feel like you have the flattest stomach in the universe in these pants, I'm telling you. So check out brendabedome.com. Don't forget to use our coupon code Get to Know Her, and Brenda will give you 13% off. And I'm going to tell you about my shirt in a minute, but in order to do that, I need to bring the girls from BBJ on. And they are going to join me right now. Here they come.
Hi.
I like how you guys slid into the screen.
Oh, and that light is
Shoo.
again.
And I want you both to know, I honestly love you.
Yay.
Yay. I love this shirt so much. Okay, the jacket's coming off now.
My first concert, Monica.
Are you serious?
In 1982, the physical tour.
Where did you see her? Where was she?
In CNE, when we used to have good concerts.
Oh my God.
My
first concert was also there. And it was Captain and Tennille with my mom and dad. And you know what they did? They had a screen projector, like, you know, the ones that the teachers use where you pull it up. And they were showing home videos of them like playing with their dogs during the concert.
Is that the thing that you remember because you're so young? The thing I remember is when Olivia went to do a costume change. Do you remember that dolphin video?
Yeah.
Song?
You can still find it online.
The dolphin video played while she did the costume change.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. I love it. You were just a young thing then, Ange.
11.
You were a little kid.
It
Yeah.
we did a trivia with Ange's family on Zoom for her birthday, which was last weekend. So that was one of the trivia questions for Ange Beever trivia. What was her
birthday? That's fantastic.
And nobody got it right. Her
Zero
whole family,
correct.
Even her father that took her to the concert, he not only got it wrong, he wanted to argue with her about it on Facebook later messages.
Because I'm like, I'm staying with Olivia Newton-John. The Jets is less cool. And their world tour was in 1986. This is me on the thing. I'm like, no, you're wrong.
Oh, that's funny. I don't even remember who the Jets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were a large Polynesian family.
Okay.
They had a couple big hits in like 1986.
Okay.
They were a whole family that sung and danced together. I think they're from like Minnesota or something like that.
Oh, funny. So no relation to Benny and the Jets. No. No.
Maybe it was inspiration for the name.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, I'm so happy you're here. I can't believe we've known each other since 1999. And I want to take you back. Let's do a little flashback because I don't even know if you will remember this. Okay, first of all, our first meeting would have been at a craft show in Bracebridge, which I know we remember because it was unfortunately the worst show that we had ever done, but we really got to know each other because of that.
When you know money, you make friends.
That's right. And then Robin, you invited me to come, and I'm trying to remember where it was, if it was your place or someone else's place for a clothing exchange. And it was in like a loft. Do you remember that? And Robin wasn't actually, Ange, you weren't there because you were at work. And the only reason I remember that is there was something in the clothing and you were grabbing it. And then you're like, oh my God, Ange would kill me if I chose this. No, I better not. And you put it back and I can't even remember what it was. It was but I remember that. And I actually remember what you were wearing. You had on like a hot pink like a long sleeve little, like it was like t-shirt fabric, but long sleeve hot pink. And the reason I was so observant and impressionable at the time was that I was working at Canada Post. So I was in this like corporate environment wearing, suit jackets and all that every day. And you invited me to this cool thing with artists, like we're going to exchange clothes. This is what we do. And I was like, okay, first of all, what the hell am I going to bring? Second of all, what am I going to choose? Because I don't know how to dress like that. And I just remember sitting there with my mouth dropped, like I don't relate to these people, but these are my people. Like it was such a great night. And I remember like really looking at what you were wearing, and I'm like, Wayne, I got to get this top like Robin. You got to find me this top. And
look at you now wearing the same
and look
clothes.
at me now. Now I just wear what you guys wear. Yeah. Yeah.
The first meeting was at that show. Was it called Riverfest?
Oh, that was the name of it, Riverfest. Okay.
Was a river
Yeah.
with a concert way far away, and then we were in this field. And the best thing was about that head shop on wheels. Remember they had all the t-shirts.
They were the only ones making any money.
Yes.
The merch.
I totally remember. That's so crazy. And you guys could have stayed up at the cottage with me had I known you before.
I know.
I don't even.
Funny little motel.
Yes, we did stay in a motel.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
With
yeah.
Space Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think there was a bunch of us in there. Yeah.
That's and then from there, you guys sort of introduced me to the Mode Accessories show. You were already doing that show. You were at the One of a Kind, and Wayne and I would come by and visit you guys and just check it all out. But I will say this. I want to just say this. It might not feel like a big deal to you, but it's a huge deal to me because I've never met two people you guys are the typical people at school. If I could put it into high school, you're like different than everybody else, but friends with everyone. There is no like, I don't really hang with them. I don't really hang with you. I really noticed that at the Mode show because we're all there waiting to write up orders and it's very competitive. And you guys were like, hey, have you met so-and-so and this person and this person? And you kind of exposed me to that too, where it's like, just because we're all in competition doesn't mean we can't be friends and learn from each other. And you were awesome, always.
Yeah, we make community, right? And you're a perfect example of that. I'm like, you're like, we also have a very queer identity, so queers bring community together. So like, it's really cool that you have done the same thing with your community and your makers and stuff like that. So we're friends with most. Yeah. I was friends with everyone from the jocks to the burnouts to the arties to everyone because I'm like, I flow like that. It was like kind of my mantra is like fit in everywhere and fit in nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
So,
but also when it comes to business stuff, we're not necessarily really competing with one another because if they're going to buy what we're making, it's not necessarily the same market as what you're making, but sometimes they're looking for exactly what you want.
Yeah, that's right. And that was, I would say, are you guys actually drinking the champagne?
I know. This is for the afternoon.
I'm so jealous. Why didn't I?
Don't have any.
So dumb. You know what? This is one thing I'm going to miss so much this Christmas is coming to your glitter garage and being part of that. Yeah, and drinking and selling jewels. But Robin, going back to that, you guys were like one of my first introductions to that because even though I had been making things and selling things, I was also still such a big part of this corporate world where it was like, you're going to get that business. You got to go after, I was with Canada Post. It was like, you got to go after FedEx, find out what their weaknesses are. We got to do better. So that was how I was trained to sell. Right. And here you guys are, beautiful community, and just doing like dancing in the hallways, doing the snake, showing people dance moves. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like it was just so refreshing and
very unprofessional, but
that's why we're artists in the bad business. Right?
Okay, so girls, you both have to tell me, and I'm very excited because this is my first interview with two people, which is awesome. You both have to share with us what it was you wanted to be when you grew up. What was your first? Did you have an entrepreneurial thought? Did you have a?
Because yours is better.
Well, I have a story.
Yeah, it's very good. I like, I don't know. Like, you know what? Every 8-year-old says that they want to be a vet.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves animals.
Until they pick up some poo.
And then I was like, so I was just like a thing. But the only thing that I have a real concept is like, I always knew how to draw. I always knew how to make art. So I just figured that was part of me, and like it was not like a career choice. But I just always wanted to play house. That was my ambition, was to play house. Now I'm not playing house, I'm living house. But that's really, I wanted to have like that home environment, and that like, you know, I wanted a wife. I wanted to sleep beside someone every night and cook together. And, you know, the art is just what it, you know, happened. But yeah, I'm not very ambitious.
But that's so great. So Ange, did that come from a place of you were looking at your parents and you wanted what they had, or was it more like, okay?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was just very like, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to share my life with someone. And it wasn't even about children. It was about like, you know, being domestic, right? Like cooking and like, it's very strange. But you're 20, how long have we been married now? 16 years?
Yes. 16 years.
Wow.
And we've been together 22 years. So there you
Congratulations.
go. Dreams.
Nice.
Just living the dream. Living the dream.
You're living the dream. I love it. Oh, that's great. Where did you guys get married?
Buddies of Bad Times Theater.
Okay.
In the cabaret, it's called Tallulah's Cabaret. So it's the smaller, the bar section of the theater. That's where we got married.
Oh, that's lovely.
North America's longest and only queer running theater.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, it's the world's longest longest running queer theater company.
So
Is it really? Wow.
And we walked down the aisle to Lucky Star by Madonna.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that on video anywhere? Can I watch?
We have
It is
No.
somewhere.
Oh, no.
Well,
This
I
is
think I can
before.
share with you.
This
I
is
know.
before the iPhone.
It was before.
Hello. We got married in 2003. I've got the VHS, which I've never watched, but
I did manage to get some of mine on the CD somewhere.
There was a videographer. They took a little tiny. They did some.
Oh yeah, we have
clips
a
of
video.
it.
That one that Lucas made is awesome.
Yeah, and it's like a 3-minute.
It's
kind
like
of
a little
clip,
edited rock video.
but that's
that's cool.
probably enough of it. So
If I find it, I'll send it to you, Monica.
Yeah. And what were
Okay.
the outfits? I want to know what you wore. What did you wear?
So I was wearing, it was actually a custom made dress by Peach Berserk here in Toronto. So she did a screen print that was basically like a scrapbook of our stuff. So it was poems, things we'd drawn together. It was our tattoos, pictures from
a belt
clubs.
buckle.
Yeah, there was a belt buckle on it. And
Concert tickets.
some of these things like posters of events that we'd done together and designs that I'd done. So that was the print that was pink on dip dyed silk. So it was lighter pink at the top, and then it was all these ruffles at the bottom that were all like raw edged and fuchsia at the bottom, and big hair. Big.
Awesome. I love it.
A raspberry mullet.
I wore a raspberry mullet, and Susan Harris, another one of a kinder, and another.
I know that. Yeah, I love
She
Susan.
made me a raspberry linen suit, kind of like a
Wow.
relaxed, raspberry.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and the lining was the same print from inside. It was an offcut from my dress.
Oh my God, that's so perfect.
That was the cool thing. Like, it was one of the earliest queer weddings that we knew of, shortly after it became legal. So nobody knew what to do. And we're like, good, let's make it big and pink and fun and not be constrained by all of the traditions that other people want. Nobody knew what to expect of us. So we're just like, all right, well, let's do it cheap and fun and do it our way.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so I have to ask too, before we get to what Robin wanted to be. Yeah, please go.
Actually, no, I was just going to say that right here, this was what we made to give to our friends. This one's a bit faded because it's 16 years old, but it says Beaver and Trixie, which is our performance names. And we remade the cover of Rumors to look like us.
Okay.
So not necessarily the best choice, but we really like it.
You can go your own way. Yeah, you can go your own way.
You can go your own.
Having fun.
You make love and fun. Okay,
yes, there you go. That's the right song. So before we go to Robin as a little girl, because we're on the topic, I've never asked you guys how you met.
also.
How did the worlds collide? Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons we got married there, because it's on Friday and Saturday nights.
Used to be
a dance club, and that's where we met. Was at the bottom of those stairs that we walked down the aisle to.
She was dating someone else, and she wasn't very nice to me.
I didn't want to be dating that person. I was in a bad mood, and that person introduced me to her, and I'm like, whatever. I was nicer later.
Aww.
It was about the other one. Anyway.
So yes, there, and then we became friends, and then
it was about 6 months later that we actually got together.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I love that. It's always so good to start with a friendship. That's how Wayne and I started, and no other boyfriends before that started as a friendship. Like,
it was just all the hot sex.
Yeah, and then you're like, what the hell? This guy's out. That's great. Okay, Robin. Little girl Robin.
Okay, so I found this. I didn't really remember this until I went through. Do you remember those My School Days books that came from the Regal catalog or something?
Yes.
So my mom would keep that up and had our little school pictures and stuff. And for the one for kindergarten, it said it had a little. When I grow up, I want to be and it was very, very gendered. So under girls, it said teacher, mother, nurse, other, and in other, in very my mother's tidy block printing, it said fancy lady. I wanted to be a fancy lady. What I meant by that when I was 5 was the lady who stood on the elephants in the circus. That's what I wanted to be.
So here
I am working in a garage, very fancy.
Ange found her fancy lady. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I still put on some sequins sometimes, just a lot less.
And I don't have a costume yet, but I have a tiger one, so.
And a sloth.
I love it. And
circus at least.
That's so Robin, I remember a skirt you had one year at the One of a Kind show. It was rubber with the didn't it have spikes sticking out or something? It was one of the artists.
The One of a Kind.
Do you remember that?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, but
there was you had some really cool outfit, but yeah.
Yes, I had a cool outfit, I'm sure. I don't think it was that one. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know what.
Skirt.
Or maybe not spikes, but something. It was a different fabric.
In the early days, I was probably wearing some vinyl things, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was vinyl, and I was like, is that rubber? Because I didn't know. No.
Yeah. I mean, you have orange and pink and weird hair.
Yes.
Different things.
Yeah.
Halton hair.
Yeah.
It was bright pink for a little while. That part's calmed down a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Her hair bright pink, and you're going to do that again soon.
Well, I should do it again. Actually, Wayne said, you're interviewing the girls this week. Why didn't you do your hair pink? And I'm like, I want to, but you know what? It takes so long to wash out, eh? And then it's that kind of dull. And then he said, well, just keep going with it. You should have been born with pink hair. So I'm like, okay. Yeah.
You got the go ahead.
Yeah, I got the go ahead. Yeah, he made me do it because I was like, pink? No, that's crazy. I can't do that. And he was like, come on, do it.
I should do that again.
I thought about doing my neon or yellow. So.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Whatever, hair. It's hair. It grows back.
Yeah, exactly. Grows back, washes out. So the fascination with pop culture is something that you master the whole pop culture thing. I've always been fascinated with it. I even now during the pandemic, so I will watch to calm down and just be happy. I will watch Chips, The Love Boat, WKRP in Cincinnati. I have all these Three's Company. I've got them all on DVD. And a friend of mine, he's a musician and he's obsessed with all this stuff too. And he's like, Mon, the way you got to do this is you have to remember when these shows came on, when they were on, and then watch them at that time. So you got to watch Love Boat Friday nights at 9. You got to watch Fantasy Island Friday nights at 10. You got to, and it's so good. It's such a
mom if
great.
You could stay up to watch Fantasy Island.
Hello. Yeah, I remember. It's adult time. Good night. I never watched it as a kid.
There was a lot of affairs on that show. Marriage.
Yeah,
problems
it was
on that one. But I think what you were talking about with being pop culture is a common language. So you know how
Yes.
that, like, you can go from person to person. I can find something with everybody that even if one thing, if they're into pop culture. When someone tells to me that they don't like music, I'm like, well, I have nothing. I have nothing. I have nothing to talk about. Nothing. I'm nothing.
Well, you can if they like TV, but it's this weird. It's like shortcutting a conversation to say, like, well, I don't really listen to music.
What's your favorite band? I'm like, really? I don't really. I'm like, okay. I can tell you my favorite band. I can tell you my favorite female artist. I can tell you my favorite male artist. I can tell you my favorite country, my favorite whatever.
I can tell you my favorite podcast about any of these artists also.
Yes, the podcast.
I've always paid attention to culture just because I'm interested what it says about us. And I was watching it just because it was TV and that's what I enjoyed. And I mean, it was in university in the early 90s, they actually introduced the idea of pop culture as an area of study. And I was like, well, why the hell didn't I know this before I started getting my degree? I would totally love to do this. So at the time, only a course, but the idea that you can sort of dig a little bit behind what's being offered in popular culture just because people like it and see what it says about who we are and what we like and what we're responding to. And I mean, now it's so much more interesting because there aren't the same gatekeepers of popular culture, so that there is a lot more voices and different faces and different bodies and different ages that are getting to tell their stories, whereas before it tended to be very narrow and male gaze and all that.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very white, very, and this is what we think women's stories are supposed to be like. And like we had stuff like Cagney and Lacey, so we did have female-driven cop shows, but those were sort of a change that we're heading in, and it was super exciting. And I mean, Wonder Woman, come on, like that's what we had,
right?
Hero,
and now we have things like Buffy, and we have Olivia Benson, and kind of like strong female characters. Yeah, you still I don't necessarily see myself reflected in the culture, but it's just finding those little tiny pieces. And,
you're getting closer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Yeah, it's a common language, and there's things like, for example, so we're a little, like everyone else almost, a little newly re-obsessed with Princess Diana. Because people watching The Crown, because the 4th season is out. We didn't even watch the other 3, but we're like, oh, I want to see what they do with the Diana story. And I also listened to a really long podcast, like 6 hours when I was working by myself one day. And so all of these bits and pieces of stories that you were kind of aware of as a kid, but you didn't really put it all together, or it didn't seem interesting enough. And when somebody sort of kind of tells the story again in a different age, you have a different perspective on it.
Yeah.
So I find that stuff really interesting to talk about with other people too, and see what they think. And is it what you thought it was when you were younger?
Right.
Is it more interesting?
And there's some things I don't want to revisit. I went watch, I love Flashdance. Flashdance is like, she's a me, love, right? Reenact that scene all the time, going as fast as you can. And then as an adult, I watched it a few years ago. I was like, this is terrible acting, terrible script. I just wanted to be there for the dancing because, everything else about it is dreadful.
Yes. You know what? I have the same feeling. I think I tried to watch, it was the Doors movie. I was obsessed with that movie. I manifested a bad boyfriend because I wanted to have a Jim Morrison boyfriend. It was the worst relationship. And I'm like, yeah, well, you brought it on. You obsessed about freaking Val Kilmer in that movie. Yeah. But, crazy. And now do you ever, you find you watch these things and you think I go, was I dumb? What was my level of it? Have I really become that?
You were teenage. So yes, you were dumb. But you knew everything. Right? That's your mom.
That's true. I would like to sit here and go, oh yeah, I was a teenager, but I was already 21. Terrible.
That's a teenager.
Yeah, cool.
That's still a teenager? Okay.
Yeah. That's a baby.
So time, but when you look back, you're like, yes.
Yeah. Takes a long time. That's true. But you know what I love about what you guys are saying about this, how pop culture, it goes back to what you said at the beginning about bringing community together. And so, it all sort of ties in that the purpose of of BBJ is to really bring community together with all of this familiarity so that people can have these wonderful conversations and join together no matter where you're from, what color your skin is, what your sexual orientation is. Like, we're all people and we all have things in common, and let's just enjoy each other.
Well, sorry.
And no, I just wondered if, like for the audience that doesn't know, like back to the beginning when I first met you guys, you were doing jewelry pieces, and then you sort of started working in multimedia with, like, I have a beautiful my Nine Sisters clock over here, which I love, and you're doing clocks and serving trays and belt buckles, and it's just like this explosion of all of this amazing product, still in that vein of the pop culture, and the t-shirts now, like,
well, thank you.
Great.
Which also means that as business people, it's not the most sensible way to run a business, but we're creative people, so it's like, well, what else can we do with this? We figured this out, and somebody says, hey, can you make a serving tray? At one point we're like, oh, okay, sure. So we made the serving trays. Turns out they're really labor intensive. They're not particularly profitable. We really love them, but now we have trouble getting a hold of the raw materials. So we're like, okay, so we're going to kind of let those go, and then we're doing something else. So it's like a constant evolution.
It always has been, yeah.
But there's also some things that continue. And I was going to say, when we were talking about pop culture stuff and the way it connects people, we love hearing the stories that people tell us. And for example, I think there's like 3 or 4 different men, and they're pretty much always gay men, who talk about learning English. Part of their way of learning English was watching the Golden Girls.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
The word lanai before you learn other words. I mean,
yeah.
Like those little things. And so, for example, like we started making a Golden Girls, I don't know, like a ring at one point, years and years ago.
Yeah.
So now there's a tree topper, and there's Christmas ornaments, and there's we've done this, this one, and like your 10 textile stuff, like a tote bag and a t-shirt that's all text of the Golden Girls. So it has all of the characters' names on it,
cheesecake,
and picture it, Sicily.
Oh, that's so great. And this is wonderful. And especially now, I feel like this collection with the t-shirts, it's like, this is now your time for these shirts, because I think people sitting around now contemplating what's important to me, what isn't. A lot of people are going back to their childhood. They're going back to things that made them feel good. They're finding comfort in that. And they're also looking at, like, what am I wearing? And what's my tea mug look like? And like, they want everything, I think, around them to have meaning. And people want to support small business. And this is great, because you're actually giving to us. Like, I have all my favorite Olivia songs on one shirt. Are you kidding me? In pink glitter. Like, if I was 10, I don't even think I could have survived the excitement of that. I probably would have had a heart attack at 10 years old. But you know what I mean? Like, it's such a gift that you're giving to all of us, that we can indulge ourselves in this.
That's exactly it. Like, when I was trying to come up with like the tagline and all of the businessy stuff, but we figured that what we've always done is trying to celebrate things that people love. And what's it that you love, that you like the most? Like, I'm probably not going to do an Olivia Newton-John one. Okay, maybe what?
I have one.
But
of course you do.
The fact that you can dip into something that is so super specific, that is what you really like. And like, how often do you get to sort of be a part of creating a t-shirt for yourself?
Right.
Like, try to make a format that is endlessly customizable, so you can put the thing in that you like.
For example, today we got an order. We got an order for our friend who is she's a gay fantasy novelist.
Okay.
Okay, so she writes like stories of like straight guys who find. I think so. I think that's the premise.
She's a gay romance writer.
Gay romance.
Okay, like it would be like Harlequin or something like that kind of vibe.
Or like, what are the titles, for example?
Well, the point is, she sent us an order today, and it's got the titles of her books, and I was like, that's so great. I hadn't thought of that. So there's Beyond the Sea, and then there's a pirate one, and there's one called Semper Fi. So they're all different themes. So these are all her book titles.
Right.
Oh, fantastic.
And I've got a t-shirt over there that's all the characters from The Office, for example. And I did one for myself that's cat breeds, because I'm a cat lady.
Aw. Do you guys have a cat?
We have 2.
You have 2 cats. Okay. What are their names?
Magnum and Palma.
Aw.
Magnum because he was the runt, but he's a giant, like 17, 18-pound cat now. And
a little bit of, because he had a little mustache, so his full name is Magnum Halfstache, a little bit inspired by Magnum P.I.
And Palma is named after where we went on our honeymoon after we got married in Palma de Mallorca, which is a Spanish island right in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Beautiful.
When Robin met her at 3 weeks, she fit into her.
She was so tiny.
Oh, yeah. So sweet. That's
great. They're fun to have around. Because we're resourceful artists, and this is maybe shocking to people. We found this really good green couch in the garbage on Friday night.
Oh, so we are telling people about that.
So we pulled it. We pulled it into our backyard.
I was gonna say we got it off Facebook Marketplace. Got it off Jones Avenue.
No lie. Yeah. So we're like, we'll put it in the backyard and we'll check it out to see if, like, if it's crappy.
Give it the sniff test the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really in good shape and stuff like that. And we managed to pull it up the stairs, for an hour. Got the other stuff. And now it's a constant yelling at the cats.
I love it. That's so, and you got it on Jones Avenue.
Yeah, it's really good.
There's this really cute green love seat. I'm like, oh, I saw it. You want to go look at it?
And this is at 9:30 at night. I've worked all day.
I love it.
I've worked I'm also doing some extra
beautiful
stuff.
Grass green.
Yeah, and so we 9:30 at night. We're running across Jones Avenue with this green couch.
An adorable little green velvet love seat.
Oh my God, that's fantastic! I have to share something with you. So my mom went to Riverdale High School.
Oh yeah, we walked.
And whenever is it the same Jones that we're talking about with the Motorama? Okay, that's where she went for milkshakes after school, and she taught herself English by listening to Buddy Holly songs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And when we were kids, we'd be like, Mom, so did you have an Archie and a Betty and Veronica at your school? And was there a big moose? And she's like, but she was a huge, she still is a big Archie fan. We have Archie comics all over the place. She hasn't. No, I haven't either.
We tried a little bit of it.
Yeah, and could you get into it or?
Yeah, I guess
a little. Probably. I just got distracted by other things.
But you find you're like, oh, I'm really excited. We watched The Queen's Gambit, some of the new things. I'm generally going to be drawn to female centric kind of stuff. If it's got only one female character and the whole thing, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Gotta be really, really damn good.
So I tried Riverdale, but they just put the new season of Grey's Anatomy.
That's in competition.
But we all over. Robin listens to more podcasts. I watch more television.
When we're doing the handwork stuff, especially when Ange is painting.
We're managed to support our couple record shops near us, and I just got the pink one, which is on a mint green, The Truth About Love, which I'm very in love with. There's only 2 things in my house that everything else I'm I like it. It's fine. My art and my records. That's the most attached.
The most attached.
And I would probably bring the cats if the house was on fire.
Please.
Yeah. So speaking of art, Ange, I'm now following you.
Oh, yeah, you had a quick look?
I love it.
Yeah.
So this is a new venture.
Well, I mean, I'm a painter by training. So I went to Europe I have a Bachelor of Visual Arts in Drawing and Painting. But because we had been doing BBJ and doing this, and I have all this creative this way, I hadn't painted for a long time, and it just kind of it fell off, right? So about 2 years ago, I was like, okay, let's start doing some painting. So I had a couple art shows. The first one went well in 2018. Yeah. 2018, and then the next year I had a show and I sold 22 pieces of the show, which
was really fun, and lots of people came and they were really excited. And then this year's didn't happen.
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
So I'm just trying
to explain what the paintings are.
So what I do is I take old thrift stuff and I just redirect them. So usually I I add something else. So they're all mostly found paintings from thrift shops or garage sales or some people.
So if anyone has really good thrift store art,
and they want to redirect,
Yeah.
I'm your guy. So the last one I just did was like, so my friends were out in Nova Scotia and they did some thrifting out there, and so they bring me this painting. It's an actual real painting, and it was like, it's kind of like this mortifying like portrait of like a 13-year-old, and it probably is in the 80s, and you can't tell if it's a boy or a girl, and you just like, it's just those awkward.
Yeah.
And then this family decides that they're going to get this giant portrait made of them. I just can imagine so it ends up in my hands, and it's like this awkward portrait. So I was like, well, this couldn't be any more awkward. Let's put an octopus on their head.
Okay, I saw that one. I knew. Oh, that's great.
So that was the last one I did. And
yeah.
We work in the back of a hair salon in the garage,
right.
mostly in the garage. So I have some pieces hung up in the salon, but now that's shuttered for another 27 days.
Yeah. So hard.
So I have 3 commissions on the go right now. One of the pieces I did was a high school friend of mine bought, starving artist sales on the side of the road with her mom and sister in the 80s, and she just had this piece, and it's kind of
weird haunted house,
creepy, and her 6-year-old son was like, "This is creepy. This is a haunted house. Oh, the haunted house painting." And she's like, "Okay." So her and her son got together and they photographed all of his favorite stuffed animals. Most of them, unfortunately, are head on, so I had to and then I put all Alex's, the 6-year-old, all his favorite stuffed animals in this painting that his mom bought when she was a teenager.
Wow. That's so different.
It becomes a story now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Where you're talking about the objects around you. Mm-hmm. We're always going to be able to tell the story of the green couch now.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
It's not an IKEA thing that we almost murdered each other. Trying to assemble.
I just realized here, I'm going to show you. So this is one of the first ones that Ange did. It was when we were moving from our old studio. We had a crappy little piece of kitten art from Value Village. So this is just a print of it, but Ange took this little one and made the Pussy Riot kittens.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that's the type of stuff. That was one of the first ones. My favorite.
That's so creative, Ange. It's such a different way to look at something. Like, I would never think to do that in a million years. It's just really cool.
It's fun to watch too, because she'll have to sit down there with like some landscape. I'm like, what are you going to do? Never mind. And then I look over like 10 tube men, like, ooh.
Yeah, I love the tube men. I saw it.
Yeah, that's a favorite one. I love the tube
men. I have some themes that I return to often, but I have hopefully. And then I'm also doing some set scenic painting. My friend just opened a prop house for faux greenery.
Okay.
So because I'm a painter and I have some experience with scenics, so I'm doing some scenics, like painting, making rocks and dirt piles and like floral arrangements, and so so you're always on the hustle.
Yeah, you know what, Ange, I would love you to tell people about is your amazing volunteer work that you do at the seniors home, which I know, but you will again.
Yeah,
that blew me away when you told me about that.
Yeah, well, actually, it was the day. It was the day. Was it the day it was pandemic?
Yeah,
it was the day. Yeah, it was.
You were supposed to be going, and I was like, "Are you sure you should still be going into a long-term care home?"
The day
and they canceled.
The day WHO declared it a world pandemic, I was actually going there.
Oh God! So that would have been like the Monday, the 16th, or
yeah,
something like
around that.
Yeah.
And so you didn't tell them what you did though.
Oh, so
you got to tell us.
So I used to go into long-term facilities once a month with my friend Patty, and we would sing karaoke for Alzheimer's patients.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun, and I was listening to Daydream Believer yesterday, and that was one of my songs I would sing.
Was that one of the songs?
Yeah.
And would they sometimes request songs, Ange, or was it mostly you guys?
No, I would try you'd have the ones that you're comfortable. Like, trust me, I'm not a great singer, but I have enthusiasm. Like enthusiasm, where it makes up for talent.
And I'm sorry, but you are so much fun to watch. Like I said, at the Mode Show, you'd be like entertaining all of us with dance moves, and everything. Like, you're great. So
yeah, so I mean, like I miss it for sure, and there's certain songs that come on, and I was like, oh, I miss going there. So we'll see what happens. Maybe in the summer next year, and what we're gonna do is we'll move to the front lobby, so then the whole place is kind of open to like facilities and stuff like that. So yeah, unfortunately, like that facility lost like quite a few people early on. Like I was like,
so sad.
We swung by that outside, and we got the rec director to come out and like just touch base and see how she was doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so yeah. So
wow.
What people say they don't know people who have had COVID, I'm like, I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, but I think that's so wonderful. Okay, the other thing, you guys, we have to talk about, because I'm so jealous because I've been procrastinating for, I think it's 2 years now, is your move to Shopify. Oh my God. Tell me, like, were you,
So,
was it blood, sweat, and tears, or no?
This might possibly be useful to you or anybody else that is actually any business. There's a program that the city of Toronto sponsored, but I'm sure it's elsewhere too. Digital Main Street is this company they're a Shopify partner, so they kind of help get you on board with 3 months of Shopify for free, and then you've got a dedicated coordinator that helps you figure out how to set it up. So, I mean, I've built a couple of e-commerce sites, using other platforms.
GoDaddy.
Don't do that. It looks quite nice, but the back end is just, it's not very useful.
Intuitive.
Yeah. Well, just like I would have to copy and paste to do shipping labels because they didn't service Canada properly and hadn't integrated Canada Post, that kind of stuff. Where you're like, oh, but I'm in Canada, so now I have to make a workaround for everything. Cool. So Shopify is from Canada, so they have actually integrated those things where you're like, click, oh look, there's my shipping label, and it's already got the box, it's got everything. I would totally recommend it.
Look into shop here, Digital Main Street.
Yeah, it was really helpful to have. Like, it took me ages to do it. Ange did a Shopify site first through this Digital Main Street program, and hers for the painting. So she has original works and then some prints on there. I do need to do some more photography to get more product in there. The new ones. But she was able to put it together relatively quickly, and it looks really good. Beaverart.com, BVRART.com.
Okay. We're going to put the links in here too later for people. Yeah, for sure.
So she was able to do that fairly quickly. Mine, I actually went through 3 different coordinators because they each had like a specific number of weeks that they were working. I guess they were probably contracts. And all of them were really helpful and helped me find apps that work, because my site's way more complicated. There's like all of these variants and all this stuff.
So they assigned a student. Usually they're like the Scheidler Business School up at York University.
Yeah, that's
so
most
students. So they're giving students jobs. They're partnering with Shopify, so they give you 3 months free, and then Shopify gets you as a client forever, right? So
changed ages ago. So this was really helpful to help me do that, and then I was able to keep the existing e-commerce store running basically up until I was totally ready, and then flipped it over, and the next day we were getting orders on Shopify instead of the old one.
Well, I guess we've opened the new store for like
a week and a half.
A week and a half. There's like about 25 new orders on it, so it's pretty
good. Yeah, that's so great.
Built-in SEO. I was worried about it. It's happening. You can see that there are people from way outside of our normal, like where our customers would be that might already know us, but definitely people that are finding us through the SEO.
Oh, awesome. Oh my God, that's exciting.
We've had the URL bbj.ca for longer than actually my helpers were like, you could see them going, I think I was still in grade school when that happened. I was like, yes,
I wasn't born.
I've had that URL that long. So I was kind of worried about losing some of that SEO that we built up in the links, because I know like this much of how it works.
Yeah.
This much to know. But it seems to translate pretty quickly and easily. There's tons more work for me to do, but I'm really, really happy with where we're at so far.
Good. Oh, I'm so happy to
Yeah.
hear that. And you guys, I mean, you know what we would be doing today if there was no COVID, right?
Yes.
We'd be setting up our booth at the One of a Kind show. So both of us are not doing that. We also both decided to opt out of their online because we have an online presence, so we're good.
Yeah.
Are you guys concerned at all about that, about just the volume of sales that we were used to getting at that show? Or do you feel like...
No. But also,
okay,
volume of sales, we don't have the costs.
yes,
I haven't
exactly.
paid a huge amount of monies. I haven't had to ramp up my supply of buying tons of supplies to be able to fill a booth.
Yeah.
If I sell 400 ornaments at the One of a Kind show,
Yeah.
I need 800 to make it look decent at the show, right?
Yeah.
Like
and then you never know what people are really going to choose.
I didn't have to do that this year.
So now we're really working with a made-to-order model that we've always liked better, and you can do that through an online sale, but you can't do that at One of a Kind. Like, we will certainly take orders there, but for every person that said, do you have a such and such that we don't have, and we say yes, or actually no, you say no, but we can make it.
Yeah.
And you will get 1 out of 10, probably 1 out of 20 will go, oh, okay, I'd like to order that, because at that show people want to buy something, they want to walk away with it.
Yeah,
so I'll have
that's
to tell
right.
you at the end, in terms of expense versus, like, right now it feels pretty okay.
Well, lifestyle guys, I mean, we're not insane the way we are usually at this time.
Right.
There has been been, more time to actually pay attention to the other elements of our business and to be taking care of online orders. Like, we're selling custom tree toppers, for example. Lots of customers in the States. We have to get those out as soon as possible, because we all know shipping is going to be an extra nightmare this year. Anybody doing online shopping, shop now.
Yeah. And, I agree with you guys. I think it's almost, there's a lot of horrible things with COVID, but of course, with anything horrible, there are many gifts. And I feel the same as you. I feel like this has given me an opportunity to look at my business and what parts do I really love? Where is my passion? How can I fuel more into that? Take the stress of my... And there were things, that I was doing where I'm like, I don't even want to do this. Like, what the heck? Because you're just so used to it and you become a machine. It's like, okay, we do the show, we do this.
So someone threw a stick through the hamster wheel spokes this time, and a wheel flew off, and now we're okay.
And as artists, it's like, it really is a gift when you're an artist, because you're like, oh my God, but because you only stay low for so long, and then you're like, wait, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And, it's things spark.
It is like the roller coaster, because some days are good and some days are really bloody depressing.
By the gratitude, we search for the gratitude all the time. Position we're in,
having a good place to live. We have a place to work that we can get to. Today we took the TTC for the first time in 9 months.
Last time we took the TTC was February 19th.
Really?
Because we've just been riding the rest of the time, or in the early spring we were just working from home because nobody knew what the hell was going on.
And I like my bicycle, but I have a no minus.
No minus. I say no.
But it was fine. We wore a mask.
2 degrees fine. 2 degrees fine.
But it has been nice doing the ride again.
No, because as Robin says, it's the 3 E's:
exercise, exposure, and economy.
Perfect. Oh, by the way, girls, you might want to join with me. I am doing an online roller skating course.
Not me. I don't do that.
You want to do it, Robin? I'll send you the info. They're based out of BC.
Okay.
And they teach you all the moves, because there's this girl. I don't know if you've seen her online. Her name's Kelly, but her name is Kells with like a whole bunch of L's. And she's from California. She's gorgeous. And the way she moves down the friggin' Venice Beach, I'm like, I need to be her.
Angela does not do that. I do not. And does not do that.
Okay.
I have my vintage skates from the 80s. They do not exactly fit, and I still have a scar on my ankle from the last time I went skating, but I'll put them on.
Okay, good. I'm going to send you all the info. You guys,
I'll be outside by the dumpster smoking joints. So
okay, or you can be filming us. Hello for our debut. That's right. When you see, and you'll see Robin and I, and there'll be like that glow around us, you know? Yeah. You want to catch that on camera. Yeah.
Of course.
You guys, I am so grateful to you both for coming on here.
Oh,
It goes by way too fast.
Okay, so we talk a lot.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it. But I do want to invite you to for an Instagram after party when we're done here. So, and I wish I had some champagne. I made a joke about the champagne. I didn't go and get some. I should have. So, well, pass it through the screen, would ya?
It also helps that we walk by an LCBO on the way here.
I love it. All right, girls. We'll see you on Instagram. Thank you so much for today.
Thanks, Monica.
So awesome. Love you both.
Love you too.
Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. BBJ, Ange, and Robin, they are wonderful, wonderful people. I love them so much, and I'm so happy you got to know them today. It's amazing, you know, the years add up, and we've been friends for 21 years. I've known these girls. So thank you for joining. And please remember to go to brendabadome.com. Use the coupon code Get to Know Her for 13% off of your order and get yourself some beautiful clothes for the Christmas holidays and for the new year, and just feel good and do anything to make you feel great and awesome, because you are. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you here next Tuesday.